Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys.
God damn it.
I can't believe
This is our third false start.
I can't believe we recorded 2 full hours that got lost because you hit the wrong button.
Mac put me on
so
tilt.
wild.
Mac put me fully on tilt. And I said some out-of-pocket shit that I regret.
If I had,
made me so mad.
If I had feelings, they would have been hurt.
Oh, I'm so furious.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys, episode 37, live from New York City.
Is this 37?
Yeah, it's 37 episodes.
Nice. Wow, we've really done it. That's crazy.
37 weeks.
I have the sniffles, so I know that I burp into the microphone sometimes, and Mac farts into it. But
No.
So if you hear sniffles, that's me. I'm sorry.
I got my own separate mic I hide in a lockbox away from your
That's really true. Mac busted out a secret microphone.
from your odors and gases.
I'm gonna cough on it when you're not looking.
Dude, I'll buy a new mic.
No, you won't.
Yeah, well, I've
Where? How are you gonna go get it?
Amazon.
They'll be dead by the time.
Well, we only record one a week, so 2 days shipping. See, that was you because you can't burp.
Fuck.
I can't talk and burp at the same time.
No, or can you?
A ventriloquist could.
That would be cool. Oh my god. So I'm dying anyway.
You're always dying.
I know, but I like to stay close. Keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. So I always stay close to death. Is how I roll. What's going on, Mac?
With what?
I don't know.
We're still under.
I was gonna say we've literally been in quarantine together.
We've been in quarantine for like over a week now.
Yeah, like 9 days.
I slept 20 hours yesterday out of
Yeah.
a possible 24.
You did. I'm on that weird Benjamin Franklin schedule where I only sleep for 3 hours twice a day or whatever. So that's pretty wild. I just take 2 naps.
So you got to do what I do. You wake up and then move to a different spot and then fall asleep on that spot.
Dude, that's a really... if you're trying to sleep like a lot, that's the way to do it.
How many Star Trek episodes did I watch?
Dude, personally, I don't even like Star Trek, and I watched like 10 episodes. And I continued it while you fell asleep, and Netflix was like, are you alive? And
Yeah,
I clicked it again and watched more. Dude, it's so bad. Original series is not good.
No, it's great because it knocks you out.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
There's never been as comfy as a show as Star Trek, the original series, to like just turn off. Like, it's better than sleeping gas. It just, I fall asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what show would be that for me, like that just super comfy.
Well,
just pass out. It might be an anime.
I have a bunch that are like that, but the original series just it's like a baseball bat to my head. I was out within seconds.
You really were. Well, there's no action.
I know.
Nothing is happening in that show.
Even the action is so down tempo and slow and boring.
It's so bad.
It's literally just submarine warfare in space and just talking. And
well, there's no tension in the show whatsoever.
all the autistic bleeps they soothe my brain.
Dude, Kirk is just trying to fuck every episode.
I've probably watched the original series of Star Trek at least a dozen times, and I could only name a handful of episodes I've been conscious for.
Huh.
But the other ones, Next Generation is really comfy, but you can stay awake for that. X-Files is super easy to fall asleep to. Those are my go-tos to fall asleep to. But yeah, you just watch Twitch.
Yeah, I do. That's my comfiest thing. I just watch streamers. I have a couple that I like. Shroud, Summit, 1G. Disrespect sometimes, though he's not very good to let. Well, no, he's kind of comfy sometimes.
Are you going to quit podcasting and stand-up comedy so you can become a streamer?
No, I'm just going to do in addition to. I'm enjoying streaming a lot, though.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Do you say everyone's name when they donate money? Do you feel like a little whore
I
that
do.
You gotta say
A little pay pig.
Yeah.
A little pay pig.
Donate $1. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess you could donate $1 and it would show me, and I would have to say thanks.
You'd have to turn around, shake your little butt, write their name on your whiteboard for all your fans who've paid.
I wonder if you're allowed to twerk on stream on Twitch. I don't think you are.
I think you are.
Are you?
I've seen people.
How is there not just straight twerking, just chatting threads all the time? I think you're allowed to dance, but it can't be overtly sexual, which is why girls throw on like sexy outfits and they play Just Dance.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That's how they do it. They're twerking. You're like, oh, I'm missing all the video game things, but. And if you dress as a video game character, you could do anything.
Have you seen a lot of them will play Just Dance, and they're just watching a YouTube video of it and dancing. They're not even actually playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's like how they get around it, and they're just dancing around in like a sport, those Hanes sports bra and like those tiny shorts. And dude, I'm not complaining. Fucking make your money. Let 12-year-olds beat it to you. Whatever. Do your thing.
That reminds me of the guy who streamed the UFC fights. But he was holding a video game controller and put himself in the bottom left
to make it look like he was playing.
And he marked the video game as like the latest UFC video game. And so, yeah, he was pretending that he was playing. And it stayed up for like a really long time.
That's so fucking
and
genius.
Everyone was just watching.
A man of the people.
Yeah.
That fucking rules so hard.
So,
dude, we should do that with real combat footage we find on the
yeah?
online places we go to. New Call of Duty gameplay, and it's you with a controller.
Just watch
the Doom. No. Some dude just fucking.
Yeah, people definitely want to watch that.
Yeah.
Real life combat footage.
You would get in a lot of trouble.
I bet. You get in a lot of trouble for leaking that anyways.
You could also alternatively be really funny is new GTA gameplay, and it's just people fist fighting, or like there's so many funny ways you could do this.
Trying to think of what could you get away with technically. Twitch is actually, they got it locked down, unlike YouTube. I wonder if you could like have a live stream on YouTube and like, this is how you give a rectal exam, and it's just a guy sticking his penis in some girl's butt. And you're like, no, it's educational.
If you tape a camera to it.
Yeah, it's the only.
It's like, this is how doctors in Moldova do this. Like, I don't harp on our culture. I don't know where Moldova is or why I thought of it, but I feel like it's funny. So
that was like there's a lot of Eastern Bloc countries that just add spicy flavor to jokes. Because I made the joke recently that I was like, would you date 2 Albanian supermodels?
Oh yeah.
Someone was like, what is Albanian? We're all like, the country of Albania?
Dude.
And they're like, I'm looking it up. It just looks like white people. I'm like, sure.
I was literally going to say that it bummed me out the other day. Someone was like, so I've been like looking up a lot of stuff about ethnicities, and like, did you know people in the Middle East are white? And it was like,
some of them.
Yeah, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
That's
this brings me back to my Mexico rant.
What?
Where people just think
Mexico doesn't exist?
Yes. Where people are like, Mexicans are just brown guys. And you're like, no, Mexico's a multicultural ethnic state. They have a very wide-ranging groups of peoples who have settled there.
Yeah, that's every country.
No, it's not.
Except for like Japan.
No, it's not just. It's many Asian countries, many Northern and Eastern European countries. Do you think how multicultural you think Ukraine is?
Oh, they got some.
I mean, they are, but like not in the same way Mexico is, and you know it. You're not gonna go to Ukraine and be like, "Oh shit, are you making burritos? What's this about?" And he's like, "Yeah, we have a long history of burrito making here with this small Ukrainian Mexican ethnicity."
What do you think is the most diverse country in the world?
United States, of course.
You don't think it's somewhere like France or something?
No,
they don't
dude,
put us in the running?
Us. We're the fucking champs. That's why our country's so shitty.
Because there's too many people fighting right now?
We have the best, shittiest country. Yeah, because we're all like kind of pushing and pulling against each other.
We do have like there's no reason America should be a superpower. Like it doesn't. When you take a step back and look at it, you're like, how is this working,
dude? If you're way into history and you look at like the history of our wars and like World War I and World War II, it's like, how did we do so good?
Well, America likes to let the wars happen for a few years, and then at the last little bit, once we see where the pendulum's swinging, or if someone attacks us, we pick a side and swoop in, and we're like, yeah, we won that.
True.
And we gain a bunch of allies.
Though we beat ass when we get there. Like, if we were playing from the beginning, it's not like we wouldn't have been beating ass. We beat ass the whole time.
Yeah, because we haven't been at war for a few years.
No, I just think that we're full of maniacs. We're fighting each other constantly, so by the time we get to fight someone else, it's like, oh no, these people are really good at this.
It is also, I've heard America described as, think of all the maniacs who are like, fuck Europe, I'm going to sail across the sea and let's see if there's anything over there.
Yeah, no, they're crazy.
So someone who's like willing to sail, how long did it take? 3 or 4 months?
Yeah.
To sail across the sea for a chance of somewhere better. And then again, the people on the East Coast after America was founded were like, fuck this shit, I'm going to go even more west to the Wild West.
They're double crazy.
Like that, those people in your DNA, in your ancestry and history are like all part of America. And
so true.
It's why Australia is so cool. They're all their prisoner DNA.
It's true. Australia is fucking awesome, and so is New Zealand. America's so crazy that there was I can't remember his name. He's an admiral. When Japan had the like isolationist policy, a bunch of the person who like made them stop being isolationist was like, you have to trade with the world. Fuck you. Was America. We had a Navy ship show up, and then all of the samurai tried to board our ship, and we shot them. And they were like, holy shit, you guys' guns are crazy. And then that captain was like, you want to see something really fucking crazy? And he sunk a bunch of their boats with the super cannons because they had like the steel ship.
That's a really good sales method.
Yeah.
Really, you want to buy a gun and then shoot all their shit?
He blew their shit up, and then Japan was like, oh, I guess we trade now. And they opened up their borders to the world because that guy was like, I'll fucking blow your whole country to pieces with my one ship if you don't listen.
I mean, if the option is die or buy my shit that I'm going to kill you with,
yeah,
that's pretty easy. That's a good sales tactic.
Well, and then after that, Japan was like, well, we're going to modernize, and they brought in everybody. They were like, hey, we want engineers and whatever from Germany, and we want like linguists and people from England. And then they were like, we got to build an army, and they're just like, we got to fucking what happened with that crazy guy that shot us with the cannon? Let's get these people in there. And they like modeled their military after ours. We had a really close relationship with them all the way until World War II.
And now we're even closer.
They were our ally in World War I, and we helped them beat Russia in a war.
Oh,
a lot of people forget Japan straight up beat Russia.
What do you think World War III is going to be like with like teens and weebs Fortnite dancing?
You think anyone's going to Fortnite dance at the end of a battle?
Oh, absolutely.
I think World War III
Someone
ends with
teabagging.
Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, Fallout style. It's just everything. That's how World War III starts,
dude. I don't know. You think nuclear bombs happen? You think we use them?
That's just that's a coin flip. I don't know. It could happen. It couldn't.
I think no major superpower uses a nuclear weapon. The only way they come into play is if like a non-major, like if Pakistan's like, you know what, fuck it, and just blows everybody up.
Imagine being like on the front lines, whatever, and you have your military phone open and you're watching some e-girl on stream, and you donate your in my apocalyptic future your 5 Marine bucks to her.
Oh my
and she
God.
says your name, and that keeps you going to the next battle. You're just in the trenches, nukes are falling.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Private. I almost said my real last name there.
You're just your fantasy's so real. Just imagine streaming. I mean, people have already streamed gunfights in Iraq and Afghanistan. Imagine deep World War III where dudes are just like using a capture card to link their gun footage from their tank.
Well, there's like cops who live stream on Twitch and
live
stuff.
PD.
Which seems crazy because like as soon as a gunfight happens or something, that seems like they're going to cut back on that. But I mean like actual Twitch probably wouldn't allow you to live stream military combat.
No, but Mixer might.
Mixer,
That's
no,
the new,
aren't they more?
the new platform.
YouTube would.
Mixer
YouTube
has 18 plus streams.
Is anything allowed there? I thought you still got to wear like a shirt. And
I think that the rules are a little more lax. Kind of where Twitch purposefully allow. That's like why the titty streamer thing is an issue. Well, a lot of it's because of simps. There's just dudes who are like, "Oh, your titties make it unfair," and like
right.
they fucking should die,
now,
right?
what does simp mean?
What do you mean? A simple?
Do you know what it's an acronym though?
What's the acronym?
It's
the word simp was first used on fucking by Skeeter or whatever.
Yeah, on that high school show.
Yeah,
What's the name of it?
I can't remember. He said, "Don't be such a simp."
Yeah, but he's shortening it to simp. Now means simpletons idolizing mediocre pussy.
I mean, that's one
It's
way.
such a stupid acronym. It doesn't
it's
roll off.
because simp came and then the acronym came after.
Yeah. Whatever. Be a simp.
But
Who
a
cares?
simp is, I mean, a simp is also just another word for a cuck now.
No.
Yes.
A cuck is something completely different.
No, they're both just fucking loser
No.
dudes who can't handle
No.
their and women. Loser. It's like another word for loser.
A simp.
It's interchangeable.
A simp is someone who puts someone else on a platform, whereas a cuck is someone who wants to see their significant other get fucked by someone.
No, I feel
Two
like
completely,
Oh,
almost
my God.
opposites.
No,
They are
because
not interchangeable.
Firstly, if you're watching your significant other get fucked by someone else, and that's kind of, it could be considered simp behavior by the types of people who would say that.
All right, whatever. You're wrong.
Okay, you're not right at all. But so anyway, these fucking simp dudes, oh, these girls make it unfair for me to stream, but Twitch doesn't have appropriate like.
They made up the rules as they went.
Yeah, and they also don't want to make their platform for adults in any way. So
Yeah,
the
'cause
issue,
kids have the most money.
Yeah, and
Most
so,
disposable money.
if you make the tits an actual thing, you have to try and find a way to make it so that only adults are watching, right? But they don't want to do that. So when the girls stream with their tits, the reason it's so popular is because the platform is flooded with underage viewers. And of course, underage viewers are like beating off to that. I know I was an underage viewer once, and I beat off to that type of stuff. So that's like where the weird issue comes in.
Man,
But whatever.
being 14 and having the internet today has to be the worst.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Or the best, I don't know. I was like, as people know, because we've said it on the podcast before, but I was like beating off to Britney Spears CD inserts. I can't imagine just having access to Pornhub when I was fucking 14, dude.
we've said
just Goo City.
We said it before, but it's like the average kid born today has seen more titties and like more naked people than not only his father, his grandfather, like
everyone in his line extended back to the beginning,
back to the first caveman or Adam and Eve. Has like that can't be good for your brain.
I was gonna say, do you believe that it blows out your dopamine receptors?
It does something.
I don't think it does. Porn never bothered me or like made it so that I couldn't be into like real life stuff. I would think it would with some people, but it never affected me. And I've watched 3 different porn scenes a day for how long?
No, but I'm saying that's where you're at now. Think about when you were 12 or whatever, and you didn't know, like you kind of knew porn existed.
I was watching WebM's flashes and stuff. I was still beating off to porn. It just wasn't good porn.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like it was these really blurry. You couldn't see.
You could.
Your imagination filled in 90% of what was happening. I'm saying the very first time you see porn is just like, what is this? Like your brain is almost overloading, and you're chasing that dragon. What I'm trying to get at is I think porn should be illegal. It makes too much sense. There's too many drawbacks for porn, and if it was illegal, once you got your hands on it, it would be so much better.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did beat off to like not a modern kid amount of porn because they have access to Pornhub and that really wasn't a thing.
No, yeah.
But like I had like a Futanari VHS tape that I beat off to constantly. When
What
I
is
was young.
Futanari?
Futanari is a type of hentai where it's really hot girls and one of them has a dick.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like.
One of them or both of them?
No, one of them. Only one of them.
All right, I didn't know.
And so it was like this whole story, like where it was like 5 separate little stories, and each one was like this girl's bridesmaid turns out to have a penis, and then she fucks her bridesmaid while wearing a wedding dress, and then there's one where this dude is like, or this girl's feeling her up on the train, and then they fuck. It's weird shit, but
Dude,
as a kid, I was just like, oh, this is so hot.
I remember the first thing. That was the first thing for you? Or like one of them?
No, that was the first like actual like to length porn that I got to watch. It was Futanari hentai VHS, and there was this one. I don't remember how we got it, but I stole it from a guy. I just straight up was like, I like took it out of the case, and then I put I think I put Jurassic Park into so like I replaced it.
Damn.
I remember it was an all yellow VHS. You know how some VHSs were colored?
Yeah, all the Nickelodeon ones were
yeah,
like orange.
It was all yellow, and then eventually, so I used to. My house didn't have a VHS for a long time. Like our electronics would come in and out of my house, right?
Yeah.
So like sometimes I had TV, sometimes I didn't. I had a computer for a little bit, then I didn't. Like it just didn't matter. The only thing we ever kept in place was like a Nintendo and a bad TV. So I used to take that tape to my friend's house to beat off. I would stay the night. I would wake up. I would purposefully drink a whole bunch of water so I would get up to pee like an Indian.
See, this is so much better than what kids have.
So
like think of the planning, the scheming.
Yeah, when I was a kid,
how much work you have to put in just to like look at something so you can beat off.
I remember
you appreciate it more. Kids these days don't have the hard work and ethics that they need to beat off.
I remember reading a book once that was like American Indians, and I think that all cultures have found this, but you drink a ton of water and then you wake up in the middle of the night to pee, and it allows you to raid in the morning.
That's a Simpsons joke.
Oh, is it?
Bart drinks 12 glasses of water, one for each hour, like so he can wake up early for Christmas.
Oh, hell yeah.
And look at presents.
So I did that. I would wake up to pee. I would go pee, and then everyone would be asleep, and I'd sneak into my friend's living room and put in the tape. And I remember I would have to like sit super close to the TV because I wanted to hear it, but I also needed it to be quiet so I could hear if there were footsteps. Yeah. And so anyway, eventually I like left the tape once because I didn't have time to grab it. I didn't want to explain to them what it was, and I hid it in their VHS collection, which was massive, and their mom found it and watched some of it, and she was like, hey, Shayne, you wouldn't happen to know anything about like a cartoon porn tape, would you? And I was like, nope, sounds like that's Robbie's shit. I just sold my friend out immediately. I was such a shitty kid. Anyway, he didn't get in trouble. His mom was a hippie, so she was just
probably like, do you have more? She's trying to figure out where.
She was super nice to him about it, and he's like, well, your tape is gone. I'm not in trouble, but damn. I was like, sorry, dude.
Damn.
I snuck into her room looking for it, by the way, and I found her dildo collection, which was wild.
That is...
When you realize your friend's mom fucks, you're like, whoa.
Everyone's mom fucks.
I know, but when you're a kid, you think like maybe only some moms fuck. You don't realize like women fuck.
Well, my parents' bedroom was right above mine.
Ugh.
So like I realized, I'm like, oh, my parents are fucking. It's Saturday morning. Oh well, like I got over it really quickly, and I realized everyone's parents fuck, and it didn't bother me. I like, you know how people really overreact. When they're like,
yeah.
Think of your dad naked, and people lose their minds. That was always weird to me because I'm like, yeah, they fucked, and I'm here now. Like,
yeah, that shit doesn't bother me either.
It's so weird. It's like, yeah, they fucked with their gross bodies, and it's gross. But
my dad busted inside.
Like, what are you gonna do?
I
That's
don't know.
life.
What do people think is happening? That their dad is like busting, like and then their mom just like scoops it into herself with a spoon. Is that better? Is that what you want, people? You're fucking disgusting.
I think people just don't want to think about it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of my parents fucking right now, and it's not bumming me out.
Dude, your mom's hot, so I'm with it.
I don't want to go that far.
No, your mom's a hottie. Mac's mom is hot. I've been on the record. If she wasn't crazy, I'd try to hit it. This brings, you know what? The Futanari conversation. Mac is, I literally, I looked up and Mac was literally staring at the ceiling. I think imagining your parents fucking.
Yeah.
Damn. What was the conversation we were having the other day where you were, oh yeah, is it gay to have sex with a trans woman? The great debate.
I'm of the thing. If you are from a straight male's perspective, putting any penis anywhere around you sexually is gay.
No.
Yes,
No.
it's gay, and there's nothing wrong with being gay, but it is gay.
It's not gay.
Yes,
You
it
could be a
is.
straight man and have a relationship with a trans woman 100%. I love that you're, firstly, it's only gay to have guy penis around you. What about lady penis?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't matter what the gender of the penis is.
No, it does. It literally matters. That's the whole point.
No, it's just that there's a penis, and that's what makes it gay.
No. Also, have you ever seen a lady penis? It's different.
Some of them.
It's a lady penis.
It depends on whether they were born with it or whether it's a doctor made it, and the skill of the doctor. Also, there's some girl dicks
You
out there.
can't make a lady penis.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Wait, a lady penis. See,
Yes.
I'm already.
Do you see? You
No,
don't
I'm
even
lost
know
in-
where you're at.
I'm lost in the terminology.
By the way, the other
There's too many. This is why it's so hard.
It's not
And
hard. It's so easy.
This is why when like people get mad at pronouns and stuff, like accidental use, like if someone's purposefully being a dick and misgendering you and stuff like they're obviously being a dick. But I just confused myself in such a simple conversation. Like, wait, what am I picturing again?
I mean, I
Like,
get that.
you can't get mad at people.
Accidental pronoun use is, if people get mad at that shit, should need to fucking chill the fuck out. But
also, like, who cares?
Here's the thing. The other day we were talking about it, and Mac was like, "Oh, are you gonna suck a dick and not be gay?" And I was like, "Why are you sucking their? Why do you have to suck the penis?"
If you're having sex,
Yeah.
how are you having sex and not getting your dick sucked? Or
No,
suck a
you
dick?
get your dick sucked. So if you got your dick sucked by a lady, and then you found out she had a penis, you're gay now. That's what you're saying. You've had gay sex, or you've had a gay sexual encounter.
You know what? Then instead of straight and gay, there needs to be. What is the term? I'm T-gay. So I'm trans.
Oh
I'm
my
trans gay.
God.
I'm not actually gay.
Here's my point. If you're into women, very specifically feminine women, you meet a feminine woman, you are into
She
her.
presents feminine,
She's very feminine.
Yes,
you cannot
yes.
clock her. She's a
but
she's a woman.
She has a dick.
She has a penis.
That's you find out after she
You
blew
fuck her. All right?
Well, I'd find out if I was.
No, you fucked her.
You can't fuck someone unless
Stop.
it's just without
fucked
finding
her.
out what their genitals
Well,
are.
true. Well, kind of, yes.
If you only went through the back.
You do some stuff. She blows you. You fuck her.
In the
blah,
ass.
Blah, blah. In the ass,
'Cause-
sure. Yes, I know. Then, later, you break up with this woman.
All right, logistically,
And then you date another woman because you're into women. In what fucking world is that gay?
Log-
You're into women.
logistically, how would you fuck someone in the ass and not notice their dick?
Well, firstly, listen, if you've never like been in a hurry and just like pulled a girl's pants like barely down to her thighs and like fucked her real fast, if her pants were still on, you might not see.
Are you worried? Like, could you look back in your history and be like, they might have had a dick this whole time and I'll never know?
No. I trust me, I would know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would know. It's hard to not.
But that knowing isn't the point. I'm saying no, knowing is the point. Just because she has a penis doesn't mean you're gay.
I say I'm traditional. I'm gonna say yes. That's the whatever the genitals they have is how you dictate whether it's gay or not.
No. Because you're not attracted to someone's genitals. You're attracted
I am.
to their overall aesthetic. No, you're not. Okay, so you're going to fuck Buck Angel.
Buck Angel has a nice pussy.
Buck Angel does have a nice pussy. His pussy fucking rules.
Have you seen that video? Buck Angel and it's some other trans lady with a dick fucking.
No.
It's very classic. Like, all right, Buck Angel, for everyone that doesn't know, is this really buff,
shredded, bald,
tattooed dude, but he has a pussy.
Looks like the leader of the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, pretty cool dude. He just has a vagina where you'd expect his penis,
Mm-hmm.
and then he has a porno out there where there's this lady with a dick and they fuck, and it's just kind of like, all right, they found each other.
Oh, okay.
The universe is aligned again.
So anyway, I don't think it's gay. I don't think it's gay to be a straight man and to be into a trans woman.
Why are you arguing like for legal? Is it legally gay or like?
No, I'm just saying.
In my
logic
mind,
makes no sense.
in my mind, the only person I need to be straight with is myself. I don't need to prove my straightness to anyone.
That's the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's the gayest thing you could have said.
Well, I'm straight in my own mind, and so
that's the exact fucking logic of a senator blowing dudes in a fucking rest stop.
And they are.
Listen, I'm straight in my mind. I was like, yeah, I suck dick. I gargle cum, but who hasn't gargled cum?
There's nothing straighter than a gay senator, a secretly gay senator.
He's like, listen, the penises come out of the glory holes. Those could be lady penises for all I know. I feel like that's lady cum I'm gargling.
I feel like you're going to become a governor someday, a libertarian governor.
Trans women don't cum.
What?
Yeah. Oh, so whose fucking world is getting blown apart
I'm thinking
now?
about that. So
if you don't cum, is that?
It's less gay. The cum is the gayest part about gay sex.
There you go.
Like getting cum on your mustache.
Yeah.
It's gayer than
Because man cum is viscous and like it's got stuff going on. That's why a facial is hot, because there's a part of it. It's like, this is a little weird.
Can we have this philosophical debate on Twitch, or is that?
I don't think we're allowed. I think
they
would. Firstly, they would see what we look like and be like, no, these two are not allowed to talk about this in a public forum.
Yeah.
We're only getting away with it now because no one can truly. If you see our stupid male faces, people will be like, nah, dog, not allowed. Not in today's climate.
Write in if you are trans or straight or anything or cis or whatever term. Write in and let us know if you think having sex with a chick with a dick is gay.
Here's my thing. I don't think it's gay. I think that you're confusing your aversion to a penis for gayness.
I think our just definitions of where we draw the line is different.
Because you can date a trans woman and not be into her penis. You've dated women where you weren't into a part of their aesthetic.
Sure. And you ignore the other part?
And you ignore, yeah.
There you go.
What are you talking? So that's what I'm saying. So you date a woman and you're like, oh, I don't prefer this thing about her. Listen, just about every woman I've ever dated, they've had something aesthetically that was very displeasing to me. And I will never tell any of them what it was. Just in case one of them is listening, you'll never fucking know because I'm not a monster. But
every single one.
No, not all of them. Some of them didn't.
Some of them were perfect.
No, not perfect, but they had like all of the pieces in the ways I want them, but like, of course, I cared about
what
them.
Was it? So the unibrow?
No,
butthole a little too high.
One of them had some butthole stuff going on, I will admit.
like a weird butthole?
They had a weird butthole.
Like too dark?
I'll be honest, they had a weird butthole. I've dated someone who had a weird butthole.
What was wrong with it?
It was
too hairy?
She knows who she is. So
okay.
If she's listening, that's a bummer for her. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll talk about
Flappy?
It was just... Firstly, it was too dark. Way too dark. You know when you see a guy with a two-tone penis and you're
yeah.
What the fuck is up with your dick? My brother has a two-tone penis. I'll just go ahead and out him right now. His dick looks like Neapolitan ice cream. It's crazy.
That is a fun, if you got to choose, I think having a unique dick is more fun than having a boring monotone.
Hell
dick.
Yeah, dude. His dick is peacocking. It's crazy. But he's married, so I can say whatever I want about his penis.
Also, it can be bad because you don't have plausible deniability. Hey, that's your dick in someone right now. And you're like, no.
It's like, who's the guy that had a weird, was it Epstein? And they're like, his dick is super gross. And people were like.
No, you can Google, if you YouTube Jeffrey Epstein deposition, they're like in legal terms asking it. It's like, so some of the women accused you of having a short, stubby penis that looks like an egg. And his lawyer's just like, all right, well, we're done here. And Epstein looks like he's kind of, but it's like that on record, women have accused him of having a small egg penis.
So funny.
Which makes sense. Same with Harvey Weinstein. has like there's
a bad penis.
well,
Was it
like,
supposedly super small or something?
well, supposedly it didn't exist because he was like injecting liquid Viagra into his cock and then it like rotted away.
Jesus Christ, that's a possibility.
I mean, you inject anything and you don't take care of. You've seen like drug users' arms just rot.
Oh my God! So he did it so much that he blew the veins out. So then he's got to inject liquid Viagra into his toes.
So, yeah, he was injecting it between his toes,
dude,
just to get hard.
He's gonna die in prison of coronavirus. That's gonna be cool
well,
as fuck.
Since my tinfoil hat is already on,
Oh my God!
Epstein never died, and Weinstein doesn't have corona. He's going to die, and then they're going to ship him off to the party island.
Oh, you
where
think?
They all, yeah, whatever.
Nothing would make me unhappier if that was a fact.
Yeah.
I truly need to believe that Epstein is actually dead. I mean, it's a bummer that he died under those circumstances because he kind of, so many people get away with the things they got away with. But I need him to like actually have paid a price and lost his life, or
think about how much money there is, just like oil money, and why wouldn't a secret like place where we don't know about not exist? Like, what was it? Beyonce went and did a concert for some Saudi prince, like a private concert, and she was just okay with it because it's so much. She got paid so many millions, and that prince could just afford to pay her millions because he's like, I like this singer. I want to see. Hopefully she just put on a concert. Like, that was the least of what she did.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, I guess. I remember that because people were like, dude, a Saudi prince paid to fuck Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa!
I believe it all.
Dude, I mean, they have all the money. They literally have it. All of it.
And all the money's being made. It's all made up numbers now.
Oh, yeah.
They have it all. So why wouldn't, if you had a couple $1 trillion, why wouldn't you have a secret island and pay Google to not fly their pay Google to not put it on their maps, NASA to not like, hey, just keep this secret for.
I don't know about that, but I don't think so. I think that there are, like, of course, secret islands and stuff, but I don't think Epstein is on one. I think he's dead.
Why wouldn't you have an underground layer? That's even easier. No one can find it.
Yeah, I guess the underground layer makes sense. There's an underground layer under Washington D.C.
Yeah, he's probably hanging out at the party.
You think he's down there?
He's who knows where he is.
Dude, he's dead.
Where's his grave?
They can't tell you where it is because people will deface it all the time.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You know how people like deface Trump's Hollywood star?
Oh yeah,
and get selfies. Like, how cool would it be if they had like a Epstein's grave and you had to like wait in line to deface it?
Dude, people are so I think Donald Trump is legitimately bummed out that people deface his star, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny.
What a fucking pussy, dude.
But I'm surprised it hasn't been defaced more, or maybe like we haven't seen. Like, how come?
I think people watch it. I think the police are just like, come on, guys, let's not like wreck, because it is on a public sidewalk on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, all the stars are, and that place is a ton of foot traffic. Like, it's a major part of Hollywood.
Man, I gotta find a celebrity I hate and go take a shit on his star.
Dude, I'm trying to think of every time I'm in Hollywood and I'm near there, and I'm not usually on the Walk of Fame at all, but I'm around there sometimes, and I've never seen anyone do anything that crazy. There's this guy, Mr. Muscles. I love him. He's around there.
Who's Mr. Muscles?
Mr. Muscles, he was running for president in 2016, I remember, because he said Mr. Muscles for president. He had shirts. I wanted to buy one. He's this super ripped street performer guy that just goes around, and he goes, I'm Mr. Muscles, strongest man in the universe. And then his catchphrase is, you know? And he just yells out, you know, all the time. So me and my friend Stuart, we always yell out, you know, at each other because it's Mr. Muscles. Yeah. I don't know what he's up to. I want to go back to Hollywood, make sure he's okay.
If he's still alive.
If he's Mr. Muscles still. I think he works out at Venice Beach sometimes, too.
He hangs around the Hollywood stars?
He's all around the Hollywood. He just walks around with like a thing, and he sells shirts, and he gets pictures, and he charges people, and that's what he makes his living, by being Mr. Muscles. You know?
I do know now.
You know? He fucking rules, dude. And so we saw him, and like a lot of the street performers are sad, like sad Spider-Man,
I'd say 90% of them,
blown out Minnie Mouse.
90% of them are mentally ill.
Yeah. They're just people just trying to, someone in a fucking Party City Batman costume trying to take photos.
Remember that Superman guy they made a documentary about?
brutal.
He died, right?
Yeah.
They found him in like a dumpster or something.
Jesus Christ, dude. The worst version of Superman. So anyway, Mr. Muscles is tight. Every time I would see him, I'd be like, oh, fucking Mr. Muscles. And we would take a photo and give him money. And so he like knew us. He thought we were rad.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, because Mr. Muscles, he fucking rules. I'm hyped on Mr. Muscles.
Would you vote for him?
Would I hook up with him?
I said vote for him.
Oh, I thought
damn,
you
you are.
I thought you said go for him, dude. I am quarantine horny right now.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I would vote for Mr. Muscles. I think his platform was America needs more muscles, and I was like, I kind of agree.
Dude, you know what? We are kind of a flappy nation. Look at us right now in this quarantine.
Dude, I know. Well, I've
Falling
worked
apart.
out once.
Everyone needs to be able to do more push-ups and pull-ups.
Dude, I gotta
think
stop eating. That's what I should do. Instead of working out, we should just not eat.
Do you think the president should have to pass the presidential fitness test?
Yes.
I think that's a good requirement.
Dude, I think so.
Who has been able to do that? Obama was
Teddy.
in shape.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Was he in shape? He seems
He
like
was super in shape.
he seems like a fat guy with a lot of muscle.
He
Like he couldn't run a mile, but he could lift a lot of weight over his head.
He got in trouble for holding an internationally recognized jiu-jitsu tournament in the White House that he took part of.
What?
Yes. He fucking ruled.
Damn, he is truly the coolest president.
He also used to box. He would pay people to come box with him at the White House.
So wait, he knew about jiu-jitsu back in the day?
Yes.
That before it was cool.
Yes.
Before Brazilians
Like
made
he
it
was
even cooler.
I think he had a black belt. Like he wore a gi. He invited people to come do jiu-jitsu with him and stuff.
We gotta dive deep into Teddy
Dude,
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt fucking ruled. He was also kind of a monster. Like he went and a monster in like that type A personality way.
Yeah, a presidential way.
Yeah, yeah.
There's blood on every president's hands except for Jimmy Carter.
Well, Teddy Roosevelt was super open about it. Like he was literally like, "Yeah, I shot him. What are you gonna do?" Like he tried to explore the Amazon River, and his son got yellow fever, and everyone was just like, "Teddy, your son's dying. We've got to make camp so he can heal." And Teddy low-key was like, "Let's leave him to die. Like, let's just keep exploring."
Damn, he was not only he trained jiu-jitsu but also judo.
Yeah, and he was a Golden Gloves boxer. Like he was hardcore as fuck, dude. He was a mountain man. He saw Bigfoot.
I believe it.
Dude.
That's the best. If Teddy Roosevelt saw Bigfoot, that's the biggest.
He did. He said he saw Bigfoot outside of Utah.
The other
On the Colorado-Utah border.
The only other person who claims Bigfoot is real, which kind of freaked me out, is Survivor Man, Les Stroud.
Whoa, really?
If you want to look up a video, he talks about a weird encounter with Bigfoot, and I watched it. And I'm like, damn,
dude, we got to look that up after this
Yeah.
podcast right
It's
away.
so-
Do not let me forget.
It's so crazy when like
Someone
really,
you respect.
someone you really respect says something like that, and you're like, fuck, Bigfoot might be real.
Dude, that's how the ghost thing happened with my mom, where she doesn't know how to operate the recorder, so she like showed me her EVPs, and I was like, fuck. Like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ghosts are out here, dude. Dude, that's crazy. You know who's the number one guy who goes into the wilderness that if he said it was real, I'd be like, oh no.
What?
Joe Rogan.
Well, Joe
For
Rogan.
all the like shit people talk about him and how goofy he is and stuff, if he was like, I saw Bigfoot, I'd be like, uh-oh. Like, we got a Bigfoot situation.
Well, he went. He had his TV show where he like
tried to find it and he made fun of it and he had a whole stand-up thing about it. But that's my thing is he's been so anti-Bigfoot that he's such a normal every like just like dude. I mean, like I've met him a bunch of times. He's nice or whatever. But if he was like, I saw Bigfoot, he would not say that unless he meant it. I'd be like, oh fuck.
Dude, the reason no one's have seen any Bigfoots recently is not because it's not real. It's because Epstein and Weinstein are fucking Bigfoots in their underground layers.
Oh no!
They captured all the wild Bigfoots.
Dude, what if you went down into the dungeon and there was a Bigfoot down there, Pulp Fiction style?
No, that's what I mean.
Then you let him out and the Bigfoot grabs a sword and fucking kills everybody. Oh no, that's not how that story goes.
Pulp Fiction or
Yeah.
the real?
I forgot. He grabs a sword and then saves the guy. Anyway, you're just looking up Bigfoot.
I want to see what celebrities believe in Bigfoot.
Bigfoot celebrity. That's such a good Google. Oh my god. Dude, you know who I thought what I used to think was real? The chupacabra. When I was a kid, we just thought we were sure it was real.
What do you mean?
I used to get so scared.
They
of
are
the
real.
chupacabra, dude.
Rob Lowe says he had a close encounter with a wood ape.
Okay.
Also, Rob Lowe had made a sex tape with a 16-year-old girl.
Did he know she was 16?
I think he did. He was like 19 at the time or something. But it's crazy that no one talks about this.
Damn.
As long as we're exposing conspiracies, Rob Lowe is technically a sex criminal.
Oh boy.
And so he has a sex tape you cannot look at because it's like R. Kelly. R. Kelly has a sex tape with underage people.
It's his is evidence.
No, Rob Lowe's was evidence.
Oh, they tried to charge him?
Yeah, they tried to charge
well,
him.
why didn't he get it charged? Because it's because he didn't distribute the video and because
it was the 80s and he's a celebrity.
Oh yeah, he was a celebrity in the 80s.
Yeah.
Already?
No, yeah, he was a celebrity at like 1920.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I don't know enough. Man, that's fucking crazy, dude.
But Rob Lowe has a sex tape with someone underage. And that's the thing. It's like weird where she's like 16 or 17 and he's like 19 or 20. So you're like, you're writing that creepy guy line really hard.
Is it? Okay,
but
that's your take?
I'm saying it's less creepy than like Epstein or Weinstein.
Yeah, I guess.
Also, Rob Lowe, he's sexy.
Yeah, there's fair.
He still
I
is.
mean, listen, it's always better. Like any sex crime is better when everyone's consenting. I guess I'll say
no. That's
that.
why I think they were consenting.
I feel like I don't want to have even said that on a recorded podcast. Just like, listen, everyone, we get the context. I'm saying that in though, right? Like,
yeah.
I want everyone to have consented, even if it's going to be bad. It might as well be consensual. But even if it's consensual, it doesn't mean that the person's going to be okay with it later. I mean, when I was a kid, I had sex with older women, and then I got older, and I was like, oh no, that was fucked up. That was really bad.
I'm trying to. Oh no.
What?
I'm reading more, and it seems pretty bad. Let's see. He was 16, and she was 16, and she was 16, and he was 24.
Uh-oh.
And I think he's quoted as saying, "Oh yeah, it goes deep into politics too, because he was running for he was supporting Michael Dukakis, and it came out in the scandal. Like, politics gets really crazy and nutty. So
Dude, that's wild.
there's a whole scandal.
So Rob
right
Lowe
there.
had a close encounter with a wood ape, huh?
That's what I mean. Rob Lowe has been in politics.
Hey, wait. So far, everyone that we've talked about who's possibly seen an ape is fucking that ape.
Or what?
Because you were like,
yeah.
Epstein has the ape hidden and they're fucking it, and then Rob Lowe, also sex predator.
I think most Hollywood people are sex predators.
Yeah, probably.
What other?
It's kind of a bummer.
Oh, Megan Fox talks about Bigfoot.
Aliens and Lindsay Lohan. 3 things that definitely go together.
So,
That's so fucking wild.
do you think
these videos?
Do you think out of all the cryptids, Bigfoot is the most realistic one?
He's the most. No, I don't think he's the most realistic. I think the Loch Ness Monster is the most realistic one.
I thought they proved that the Loch Ness Monster wasn't real.
Yeah, it's just like moose or whatever.
No,
because the moose swim across the lake.
yeah.
And it just like.
I thought it was like some guy pranking everyone.
There could be that too. The Loch Ness Monster seems like the most likely though, because the lake is massive, and there could be like something in there.
You think like a giant squid?
Yeah, maybe it like got washed into there somehow, or like something fucking crazy happened, and then it died, and then because they didn't have food, and then that was it. They thought it was there, and it's not. Bigfoot doesn't seem likely to me because how the fuck are we not finding his ass? I get that. Listen, we're both from the West. We know that it's so much bigger and unexplored than people think it is. It's fucking bananas how big and unexplored it is.
I love being out in the middle of like Wyoming and it's night and you can see, it gets really creepy when you're all alone. It's the middle of the night. You can see infinitely far into the universe above, and then you're just like, man, there could be like a cougar just watching me right now.
Yeah.
Like it'll just gank me at any second. You're so alone out there. I love it.
Yeah, there's so much of those states that is literally just empty. Like,
so what if Bigfoot has eagle eyes?
I mean, listen, he could be in there, but I still feel like we would have seen him by now.
I think he's up in Canada.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Back in the day, he used to hang out in America, but too many of us have spread out, and so now he just chills in Russia, and that's probably where he is, up in Siberia and those northern parts of Canada.
Have you ever
Nothing goes on up there.
Have you ever heard of the Mad Trapper of Rat Creek?
No, what's that?
He's from the upper part of Canada. He's this crazy guy in like the early 30s or whatever. That or maybe even earlier than that. Like I want to say like 1910. So he lived up in like northern part of Canada where no one is at, and it's super fucking crazy cold. And so he lives up there, and the local Inuit tribes are like, "Hey, Canada's government, you got to fucking stop this asshole who keeps ruining our traps. He's fucking up our traps, and then he sets his own traps, and he's stealing like the fur." And these people are like, "What are you talking about? There's no regular Canadians up there. It's only you guys. They'll die. It's impossible to live up there." And the Inuits are like, "No, someone's up here. Come fucking look for yourself." So the Canadian Mounties go up there. They send like some guys to investigate. And they're like, "Holy shit. A fucking dude is living up here by himself." And they track him down. And they get to his house. And they're like, "Hey, you can't fucking..." They go to talk to him like... Anyway, he shoots through the door at them or whatever.
As
They're
anyone
like,
at the cabin would.
Literally, they don't even... I think they don't even get to talk to him. I literally think they knocked on his door and he just shot through the door at them. They're like, "What the fuck?" So they run off and then they're like yelling at him like, "You can't fuck with traps. What are you doing? We're the Mounties." And he's like, fucking kicks his door down and he's like, "I'll kill all of you. Fuck the government." And he starts shooting at them. So they run away and they're like, "Fuck, man. He's going to keep fucking with their traps. We got to deal with this." So they come back with like 9 Mounties. But he's ready for them, and he's shooting at them like he's boarded up his house and made murder holes. So they're in this crazy shootout. So they're like, "Fuck, we got to do something." So they leave, and then they come back like 3 weeks later, I think. And this time they're in another shootout, but they're trying to de-thaw the dynamite. By the way, it's so cold that they're literally having a shootout to buy time to de-thaw dynamite.
Yeah, because dynamite... what is it? The glycerin that's kind of a liquid, right?
Yeah, it freezes. So they're trying to unfreeze the dynamite, and you have to like rub it and get it warm. You obviously can't use fire to de-thaw it. So they're de-thawing the dynamite. They get the dynamite de-thawed. This dude has infinite. They're just like, "How does he have so many bullets? What is he?" They thought he was several people. So finally, they put the dynamite. They pack it around the cabin, and they fucking blow the cabin to pieces, right?
So this is like the Chris Dorner of back then.
Yes, yeah. So they completely destroy the cabin. By the way, several Mounties have been shot. Like this guy's fucking them up. The cabin's destroyed. They're searching through the rubble of the cabin. Like the explosion was huge, all right? They used like a ton of dynamite, enough to blow up a whole log cabin. While they're searching through the rubble, a fucking like an underground basement board pops open and he's in there like, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" And he's got guns and he starts shooting the Mounties again. And
While they're
like,
doing a fire investigation.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my God, he's alive!" So they run away, and then he runs into the mountains with no gear. All he has are his pistols and what he was wearing because he hid in the basement of the cabin when it blew up. Somehow he knew they were going to blow it up. So he escapes in the wilderness. They tracked him through the wilderness for like 3 weeks. He was mountain climbing, surviving somehow without freezing to death. He had no equipment. Literally the ultimate survivor, man. I think eventually they caught up to him, and then he wouldn't be taken alive. They had to shoot him. But he's the Mad Trapper of Rat Creek, and to this day, no one knows who he was, where he came from, or why he did what he did. He's just the coolest fucking guy.
I was waiting for Bigfoot to show up in that story.
No.
Like, if that was a guy who was like, "Bigfoot's real," I'd be like, "Damn, I gotta trust him."
No, I mean, he might have. Who knows? But he's just by himself out there.
Bigfoot taught him how.
But anyway, he's in the story was relevant because he was in like Siberia and Canada or whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in the middle of, literally in the middle of nowhere, to the point that like the Mounties had to get a whole expedition to stop him. He was fucking cool. Cowboy shit rules.
Yeah.
He's a cold weather cowboy.
That is my retirement plan, to go out into a cabin and
To become the Mad Trapper of Rat Creek.
I want to end my life with a government shootout.
Dude, I also kind of want to go out that way, so I'm with you.
It seems so fun.
I used to tell people, they're like, "How do you want to die?" And I would say in a police shootout, and I would say that in interviews before. So there's like newspaper interviews where I say that. And then once I said it on actual news, like
You're
I said
like
it,
joking with like a
Yeah,
5%.
yeah.
Like, damn, that would be cool though.
So I said it on. I think I said it on the news the first time I did the news for Dry Bar Comedy. I did it like on
morning news.
Yes,
Morning news.
I said it on an actual morning news program, and then my manager was like, called me and was like, "Hey, you don't do that. You can't say that you're gonna die in a shootout with the police, Shayne. You have a criminal record. You're like clearly being serious." And I was like, okay, I get it. I can't. That's not cool of me to say.
It's a hero's death, though. Fighting against the man.
Yeah.
The
Well, it depends on why you're in the shootout. If they're at your house trying to get your hard drives,
going out like a hero, being your own man. They'll never get. The police will never get their hands on the raw copies of Cowboy Boys, the unedited, where we truly say what we believe in.
We cut out 30 minutes an episode.
Chupacabra is real.
Dude, what you know what else? I forgot I got in trouble for going on morning radio and someone was making a joke about bulletproof vests to stop. They were discussing like a dart accident. Like the news program was like saying something ought to fail, and the guy was like, he needs a bulletproof vest when he plays darts.
And your military autism was like, actually, a dart would go through a bulletproof vest.
And no, I don't remember what this is real. I think if you Google it, you might be able to find it, but I don't know. It was in Florida, Naples, Florida, and I was like, you know what's better than a bulletproof vest? Tying babies to you. We're doing the baby conversation. I was like, if you tie babies to you, and on the news, and the guy was like, what? And I was like, can't refute it. If I robbed a bank and I was covered if I had babies lashed to my body, they wouldn't be able to shoot. And the guy was like, so anyway, on the news, in the weather, I was like, come on, man, let me say the crazy stuff. It's the news. Let me get wild.
They probably don't. They probably cut that out because they don't want to inspire any Florida men.
Dude, I don't think I think it was live. The news always loves me because I'm like, literally show up. I wear my pajamas on. I fucking don't care. They're always just like think I'm being funny, but I'm like, no, I just don't care. I fucking can't be bothered. Dude, it's 6 a.m.
I want to go out in a police shootout, but I'm dressed as Bigfoot after I've robbed a bank.
Dude, hell yeah. Dude,
so they don't know what kind of like bulletproof armor I will have underneath my Bigfoot suit.
Dude,
I'm wearing stilts, so they're probably shooting at the at higher and lower than where I should be.
Hear me out. What's the show where they're the presidents of the United States and they rob? Point Break. Point Break,
yeah.
they wear president masks. The Town, they wear nun masks. When we rob people, cryptids.
We're gonna dress
I'll
up.
be a gray with long fingers.
Yeah, I'm gonna dress up as Bigfoot. The cryptid bank robbers.
Dude, who's our third guy?
What is the Jersey Devil or Mothman?
Mothman would be pretty good.
He's
all his makeup's not good. Like he's wearing clown makeup like a moth, and he's got shitty wings built. They're like, why would you even have the wings?
Well, hey, look, if you rob a bank as cryptids, I'll send you some free stickers.
In prison.
Yeah.
Because you will not get away. Your Bigfoot fingers won't go through the gun part of the fucking trigger guard.
Just in a... Think about us robbing a bank as like in a gorilla suit or something.
It'd be so cool.
No one would be able to find you. You're not on camera. Like, you can't see your face.
I wrote a story once about a guy who tried to he robbed a bank, and his idea was to do it Miss Doubtfire style. You know how at one point she sticks her face in a pie, and she's like, it's a face mask, it's cream. He does that, and then it just like fell off of him during the robbery, and they're like, we fucking can see you, bro.
My favorite
whipped cream mask.
My favorite bank robbery story is the guy who he put like a fake Craigslist ad and was like, hey, I have a construction job for anyone who shows up. I'm going to hire the first like 40 people to show up. All you got to do is show up bring your own hard hat and your own like reflective vest and like your tools and stuff, and meet me in this bank's parking lot at like this time. And so he's like, yeah, like 8 p.m. on Monday. And so he robs the bank at like 7:55 wearing a hard hat and a reflective vest and runs through the group of like like 100 dudes that showed up and like disappears. I don't know if they caught him or not.
That's so fucking crazy.
But
there's a dude who robbed the local bank where I was living in Cedar City, Utah when I was like 19, and he got away with $150,000. And all he did was he walked in with sunglasses and a trench coat on, slipped the note to the lady. She gave him the money. He knew when they were going to be changing out safes or something.
Oh, inside
got the money,
man.
and he walked out, and they never caught him. He got away with it.
$150,000 in Fillmore.
Well, he was in southern Utah. It's
yeah.
a lot of money, but of course he probably wasn't from in-state. So most bank robbers aren't.
Most successful bank robbers.
Yeah, guys who rob banks for a career, they travel and they buy bank robbing info from the mafia.
That's where I fucked up, and I could never rob a bank other than for the story of when I die. Is I'm like, I could rob a bank, but I don't want to drive. I'll just rob this one in my neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, amateur bank robbers always rob local things. That's why a professional bank robber has a fix. But the only way to get a fix is to be doing other crimes already. So, and you never hear about professional bank robbers. It's the same way you don't hear about professional hitmen. You know they're real. You just don't know like where they're working or how they get work or how it,
Well, it's like cops or live PD. They don't show you the criminals that get away.
Yeah.
Because that would inspire too many people.
Cops used to show if you get away.
Every now and then if it was a really good story, but there's so many that they don't show. It's also like serial killers. They're like, hey guys, we should stop talking about serial killers publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they really don't.
And so now
it's hard to find there's a subreddit where people purposefully look for the active serial killers in certain areas.
But even finding like out if there is one there.
Yeah, it's really tough. There's people who like it's their fandom, their whole thing they're into, which is fucking bananas to me. It's kind of actually fucked up, honestly.
I think it's cool.
Listen, you have a hobby and that's good, but if your hobby is like I'm interested in true crime. It's like, okay, that's cool. But then when the true crime interest goes to active crimes, like I'm actively looking for people who are murdering right now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a little weird.
I mean, think about if you want to find Bigfoot now. You don't want to find Bigfoot like, oh, there's a skeleton. Case closed.
But Bigfoot doesn't kill and rape women.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Bigfoot might be a serial killer.
Okay.
And that's why we don't talk about him anymore. That's why a lot of these the Bigfoot killer, the government doesn't want us to know what he's up to.
True.
Just traveling around. That'd be a good way to cover your killings. Is like to be a cryptid or like a supernatural thing.
Yeah.
Make all your killings look like, oh, he sucked all the blood out of their feet. Must be aliens.
I think a good rule for serial killing or being into like true crime is to do the like history meme subreddit where they're like, well, they have a 20-year rule. It has to be 20 years away for you to be able to make jokes about it. And so, like, maybe, like, a 10 or 15-year rule where
you just don't like people talking about active serial killers?
No.
Romanticizing them?
Yeah. I think it's weird to literally currently be like, oh, isn't it cool? There's a serial killer in Michigan right now. He kills his victims with shoelaces. Isn't that interesting? And it's like, yeah, it is interesting, but fucking chill out, bro.
What if you put, like, the ultimate fan move would be the guy that helped capture it?
Yes, but that's different. They're not doing that. They're like,
Don't
isn't it cool? Isn't it interesting? Like they want.
Don't be a serial killer simp.
Yeah. Don't lionize serial
Cuck
killers.
your serial killer's self and turn them in.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I guess that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't like serial killer simps, but I mean people who are interested in it. I'm interested in it. And listen, I've got joke shirts with serial killers on them, and I'm interested in them. I have a ton of friends who have serial killer like tattoos and stuff because like they're interested in the macabre and they think it's crazy and wild, and I get it. But to be like literally be like, dude, did you see the footage from Alabama with that serial killer that had the lady in the cage? And you're like, oh god, dude, are you interested or are you into it? You have to clarify for me because you're being fucking weird.
If I was a serial killer, I'd kill people who talked on their phone on like speakerphone where where they have
Yes.
where they look like they're about to eat a cookie.
I hate that shit
That
too.
would be
On the train.
Anywhere in public, anyone who talks on the speakerphone out in public, I'd be the speakerphone serial killer,
Like Son of Sam.
What did he do?
Well, I mean, he just walked around New York and shot people in the face.
That's cool.
He didn't. I think he randomly killed.
No, you can't.
No, but you
have
would
to have
be
a
like
thing.
The subway killer.
Was it?
He would ride the subway purposefully in like neighborhoods where people would try to rob him, and then he would kill them.
Was that Bernie Getz?
Might have been. Yeah, no, I think it was.
Because he was riding the subway when those kids attacked him.
Yeah, and he shot one of them, or all
vigilante.
of them? Yeah.
He shot like 4 of the people.
Yeah, they called him a vigilante. I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, they did attack. Look, if you're cruising for trouble and then trouble finds you, but trouble is illegal, and then you stop it. It's entrapment.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's tough to be like, I'm gonna murder you for mugging, but that's shaky. That's Punisher type behavior for sure. Because remember, the Punisher, a lot of people love the Punisher is one of my favorites, but people forget that the Punisher's thing isn't justice. That's literally his line. It's not justice, it's punishment. And as a society, justice is supposed to be our like number one, or else everything falls apart, If we're just into punishment, then shit's going to get crazy fast. But also Bernie Getz is like, I mean, I get it. Listen, I would shoot someone who attacked me.
I would definitely shoot.
If I had a gun, I would absolutely shoot someone who attacked me, 100%.
I would shoot someone if they were playing some shitty music on their speakerphone. The Bernie Getz of like 2020. Yes, officer, they were playing the same shitty song over and over, and I think of all my fans. I'd be in prison, but people were like, they were playing their music out loud.
That's my whole thing. Is like, I was always like, yeah, dude, if I could just shoot people who use their phones in movie theaters.
There you go.
A lot of phone-related shootings going on here.
People don't know. Think about it. You'd only need a couple of phone-related shootings before people were like, hey, you know what? Maybe I won't do that.
Yeah,
everyone would step in line.
We
gotta fabricate some fake phone shootings.
True.
Or some real ones.
No,
I don't know.
No. Well, here's what we do. We'll write a book about if you went to the movie theater and shot someone using their phone.
Why would the book?
No, book. I'm winking as I say write the book, and I'm winking when I say book.
I gotcha.
I've been using that as when I text people. Like, who was I texting the other day? They were talking about the riot. They're like, hey, if the riots go down in Queens, I was like, hey, well, I know I have a book about a guy who will kill his neighbors and make his apartment complex into a fortress. And he's like, yeah, the book is me. I'm the book. No. You get it?
You need a better metaphor.
Damn it. Well, here's the cops can't do anything to you if you're like, it's fake.
It's fiction.
So anyway, you know what isn't fiction? The fact that I have no dates to announce whatsoever.
Yep.
I mean, I'm rescheduling stuff for September, but like, who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Who fucking knows? But
we might be quarantined for months. This might be just the new reality. I think comedy should stay canceled.
So I have no shows that I know of until August. Just so everyone knows. So if you're trying to see me, you're not going to get to until August. My shows will be in DC, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Boston, probably Florida.
I don't think you should name even names.
Denver.
These clubs and theaters might not exist.
I'm just saying those are like the possibilities.
America probably won't exist in a couple months.
Yeah, we'll see. Fucking anyway, just so you guys know.
Let alone comedy clubs.
Do you want to hang out with me though? Maybe I'll make you laugh, or we can at least like escape from life for a second. Twitch.com/Shaydozer is my new hustle. I'm actually genuinely loving streaming. It's really fun. Twitch.com/Shaydozer. Wednesday evenings. I should actually put a real time down that I stream.
Sometimes you stream right after we record this.
Yeah, I do actually. I might stream tonight. No, I won't probably. I'm going to try and get my capture card to work. But anyway, I'll be streaming some fun games. Come out, hang out. What else? Follow us on social media. You already do that probably. Do you have anything to add, Mac?
You could email us. We've been emailing.
True. I have to actually. That's what I'm going to do after this. Jump on your laptop and return some emails.
Yeah. You're better at the more sincere ones.
Yeah. It's because I'm smarter.
Sure. No, it's just I don't have any sincerity left in me because I've been so poisoned.
Was there ever a point when you had sincerity in you?
I think most people are born with a little bit of sincerity.
I don't know. I think the only sincerity you have in you is for people you dump inside.
That is a good way for me to feel.
If I could get you to be sincere with me, if I could just get some of your cum.
That's what your whole plan is like. It's a girl penis.
I just want you to treat me like a person. All right.
Email us at cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com. You can listen to all our episodes. You can rate and review us.
Oh, yeah, on iTunes. We need them more than ever. Listen, we'll be real. Both of us have no jobs. So we're the stream and this, and, we're just... So support us if you can.
Yeah, we don't have jobs. I'm ready to start recording Patreon episodes, so don't hound me.
Oh my god.
If you go to our website, cowboyboys.rodeo, you can use our Amazon links on the bottom of the page if you still are using Amazon. We get a little kickback for that. We've made a couple $100, which is nice. We buy a lot of that just goes straight back into podcast stuff.
Yeah, honestly. But we still appreciate it so much. So Amazon link, I mean, now that you can't go buy things, Amazon is it. So it would really help us.
Yeah, if you want to talk to us, we're
available. We're available as fuck.
Our email or just DM us. Yeah, I don't know what else is there.
Oh, hey, to everyone, the crisis is real. Take it seriously. Fucking don't go outside, dummies.
Wash your penis.
Yeah, wash your penis good for 20. Sing happy birthday to your dick while you wash it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if you have a pussy, wash that too. Get in there. You have to wash your pussy the way you wash an ear. Do you have to get into the folds? Do girls wash their pussy lips? Do you have to get in there?
I feel like it depends on the vagina.
Whoa. Wait, if I'm a father, do I have to wash my daughter's pussy? I do, obviously.
I don't think you have to get in there, is what I was going to say.
Well, if she poops her diaper. Oh, dude, I'm never going to have a baby. Fuck, dude. I just had a weird epiphany about how hard it is to be a parent.
I don't think baby genitals get when they
yeah, no babies have pussy lips. You're right. You're right.
No, I was gonna say when you change your baby's diaper, sometimes they blow it out, but
dude, no. I've changed my nephew's diaper before, and he blew his dick out.
Yeah.
Dude, it was gross as fuck, man.
I don't think you get it under the foreskin. I don't know that.
Oh no.
No, what I was gonna say is as a kid, I don't think
your baby foreskin.
I don't think you. I don't think you can pull back your foreskin until you're 8 or 9.
Oh my god, just imagining a little stupid foreskin.
But anyways, I think you just gotta do a quick wipe down on the outside. We need our parents to write in.
Dude, we contact that. Hey, Mom, how did you clean my poop penis when I was a baby? I'm curious about how poopy penises and vaginas work when you're a parent.
I think you just give as good as a wipe as you can. And
I love that so many of our listeners are probably parents just listening to two basically homeless 30-year-old guys who just play video games and talk for a living are just how does fucking changing a diaper work?
I've never changed
stupid.
I've never changed a diaper. But my point is you just got to basically clean out all the big chunks, and then once they take a bath, dude, that gets the rest of everything.
We are truly the most non-essential. Fucking kill us now. Society will not miss us.
I will argue that we are more essential than a lot of workers because we've had medical people fighting right now during the coronavirus stuff email us and say that they listen to us while they're working.
It's true. So, we are in the hospital on the front lines, and I think both of us have caught corona as a result. So.
Dude, I told you, I caught it months ago, and my Chinese coworker who flew back from Wuhan coughed in my face, and I was just like, what the fuck?
I remember you telling me? Did you talk about it on the podcast?
I think I did.
This was well before.
This was in January.
It was even in the media. Only we knew about corona from lurking 4chan, And like people are like, hey, bad stuff is happening in China, and we were like, oh, okay.
No, this was in January. He was sent home to America because China was all that stuff was happening.
They flew home before they made the travel ban.
And so he just comes up behind me, taps me on the shoulder. I turn around and he goes, "So anyway," and I'm like, I feel the air hit my face. And I'm like, damn. But nothing ever. I never got sick, so.
Dude, Chinese people truly don't give a fuck. Every Chinese person in our neighborhood literally is just like spitting on the walls and like,
hey,
they fucking do not care.
You are going to get our SNL. I still want to work for SNL by the end of this.
Dude, firstly, it's not rude to just be like the anecdotal Chinese people we know fucking cough in our face and spit and are crazy. They're insane. The people in our neighborhood are fucking crazy. Also, they literally have thousands, no exaggeration, so much of our money because we buy their food all the time. And the virus got crazy. We started buying food in extra amount to support them.
You're talking about the actual our Chinese food place. We did. I was eating there a lot.
Talking about our literal Chinese neighbors who we like and take care of.
I mean, 2 sentences before you were talking about all the Chinese people you see spitting.
Yeah, those are the same people.
I think they're different people.
I mean, I don't know. I see them. Whatever.
There's definitely generations of immigrants.
What do you think they say about us? They're just like, did you see the
the fat head kid is
You see the gay couple, that gay Mexican guy and the gay white power guy that has a Mexican boyfriend for no reason? They always think I'm racist.
Do you think are they still open?
No.
Oh, I was like, I'll get Chinese food right now.
Dude, I will. Yeah, let's order. If they're open, let's call them. Fuck yeah. Hey, everyone. Real talk. Go to your Chinese restaurants and go to the Chinese grocery stores. Apparently, like from it's not happening here in New York because no one cares. But like in places like Utah, that's the only place I know. They're like, the grocery store here's full.
Well, no, here's the thing. All the preppers who normally shop at Walmart and Costco have cleaned those places out.
Yeah.
But if you go to like a normal ass store that doesn't cater to prepper, like a Chinese
grocery store,
Chinese grocery store, or even
Oriental market or whatever.
Hey, I don't think you can say Oriental.
Can I not, dude?
You
this
can.
is our most racist episode yet somehow.
This is the ending part. But yeah, if you go to like the normal, like our bodegas are full of food.
True.
The CVS and the Dwayne Reeds and everything where people don't normally prepare for apocalypse is full of like snacks and bullshit. So I'm like, it's fine.
Anyway, pro tip, like not even just because you need supplies, but just to help them because they're struggling. Google where an Asian American market is, and they sell a lot of regular shit too. Like they have cereal. It's not just fucking a grocery store with only noodles.
It's not
you guys.
frozen bats.
Yeah. It's fine. So go support any Asian American business you can. They are struggling. So help them out. We're gonna order Chinese food right now.
Cancel out your racism.
Yeah. Cancel out the racism Mac just said.
What they do?
Talking about Chinese people spitting and coughing.
You said that.
Nope.
I said they eat bats.
The record will show. Go support Asian American business, everyone. It's the cowboy thing to do. And by the way, Asian Americans, a very important part of the American West.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. We got time.
No. We'll talk about it next time. But I will say
What?
their nicknames from cowboys were Celestials.
Oh yeah, that is. I always forget that that's like kind of
I
a
don't
weird.
know if it's racist or not. I'll be honest, everybody. Don't say it.
I think that's one of those terms that's so old, like it's dropped off from
Kinda
being.
like WAP.
No, WAP is still racist.
Oh, whoops. My bad, everybody.
WAP is racist against Italians. That's like Ellis Island, and people like have kept saying it.
Yeah.
So it's maintained its racism, but like Celestials is so old and like obscure, like you can say it and people won't know what you're talking about, so it's like it's lost all its power.
Yeah.
And so I forgot. I hear that every now and then while watching like a Western, and I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah.
All right, everyone. Wow, you guys got a bonus 17 minutes. Look at that.
Oh, I mean,
the quarantine cast is going.
I'll do another 45 minutes. I'll do another whole Patreon episode right now.
I have to return emails. So anyway, I love you guys. Fucking yeehaw.
Email Shayne about Patreon. Email us about everything. Send us more tits, more dogs.
You guys have less money than ever. Now is not the time for Patreon.
Wow. I mean, we have no jobs.
I
Some
mean,
people do.
We'll give it a little bit of time.
If you want to send us music you've made or just talk to us about anything, we'll get back to you.
Yeah. Twitch.com/Shaydozer.
There was that's why I said that. There was a guy who sent us some hardcore music that was pretty cool.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll check it out.
I need to email him back. What else have we gotten?
We got boob. Someone sent us nudes. They were really good. She had lingerie. Love lingerie.
Someone sent us a picture of their dog sniffing their asshole.
Oh, it's really funny. Yeah. That made us laugh.
That was the best nude we've gotten so far.
Well, no, not the best. Also, suspect, Mac.
For me.
Oh,
who doesn't like a dog sniffing a butthole? That's funny. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Yeehaw.